Did you know that there were once human zoos? Yes, it's barbaric and inhumane and insane, but there were once zoos and exhibits in which mostly white people gawked at and were amused and amazed by mostly non-white people in cages and behind fences like animals. And this wasn't only in some far-off land. This is also in America. And this wasn't centuries ago. This was last century in the early part of the 1900s. And it wasn't in some little podunk town. It was in America's major cities. For example, Adobinga, a man from Congo who was purchased from slave traders and displayed in exhibits that included in New York City. Bingo was on display during the St. Louis World Fair in 1904 and was added to a feature exhibit at the Bronx Zoo in 1906, where he lived in the monkey house. This was 40 years after America had its first black governor. It was 35 years after that first black senator and first black graduate of Harvard. It was 25 years after Booker T. Washington founded Tuskegee, and 5 years after he became the first black man to have dinner in the White House with the president, and they still treated Adobinga like an animal. So it was historically profound to hear Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving say that he felt like he was being treated like an animal in a zoo after a Boston Celtics fan threw a bottle at him. That suspect is now charged with a felony assault, and battery. Kyrie Irving had this to say about the incident.
You're seeing a lot of old ways come up. It's been part of that. It's been that way in history in terms of entertainment, performers, and sports for a long period of time, of just underlying racism and just treating people like they're in a human zoo. You know, throwing stuff at people, saying things. You know, there's a certain point where it just gets to be too much.
And this is not the first time that these players, black players, have been treated like animals by white fans. A Philadelphia 76er fan poured popcorn on Washington Wizards guard Russell Westbrook. Philadelphia banned that fan from the arena and revoked his season tickets. The New York Knicks banned the fan for life from Madison Square Garden after he spat on Atlanta Hawks star Trae Young. People don't like to hear these players complain because they're rich, but they are also human beings and therefore not deserving of being treated like animals for fans' amusement. They don't have to simply shut up and dribble and take it. Joining us to discuss is Bill Rhoden, sports journalist and author of $40 Million Slaves. So, Bill, tell me how much of this is just about the anomaly of basketball where the fans are so close to the players, and how much of it is about something larger in society where they feel emboldened to do this to these particular players in this particular league.
Yeah. And thanks so much, Charles. It's so great being able to talk with you. No, there's something larger. Dr. Malveaux used the term economic envy in another context. So that's exactly what's happening here. And remember, you have to look at this in the context of post-COVID and pre-COVID. Black athletes began declaring war on the status quo about 4 years ago when Colin Kaepernick started kneeling, and a lot of black athletes began kneeling and raising their fists, and they began to declare war. And remember, that's when the past president, I forgot his name already, was in Huntsville, Alabama, and he said, if it were me, I would fire those, what he said, sons of bitches. And that was an open declaration of war on these young black athletes who were not these guys who would normally be shackled by their wealth. They were now freed by wealth now to speak out and to really take action. And I think that what happened during COVID, when everybody was kind of locked up, and remember, we just gone through one of the most polarizing parts of our nation. And during this time of being pinned up and all that, and also, you had January 6th, you talk about emboldened, when the unthinkable happened, when there was this sort of this takeover of the Capitol. And I think that now you let all these people suddenly back into the arenas with a whole nother mindset now. All this sort of resentment that had sort of been latent and pent up, and now all of a sudden you can throw popcorn, you could spit, you could jeer, maybe you could even storm the court. So I think that the NBA, it's not enough to ban people. We're coming up on the NFL season. We're at the beginning of something that could turn really nasty if the NBA and the NFL aren't prepared for this, because there are a whole lot of folks who, as you said, resent the fact that not only are these young, mostly African American athletes making a lot of money, but they're also saying F you. They're saying, like Kyrie Irving, I'm not taking this. I don't have to take it. And so we're on this sort of a collision course.
So how much do you think that it is that fans treat these professional players like public servants or public utilities even? I buy the ticket, I buy the jersey, I pay your salary, you work for me, I am in control, I can do to you as I please, I can say to you I please, because we're not, for me, you wouldn't exist. And so they have a sense of ownership of the player, not just as a fan of the player.
Yeah, and you even have a lot of people, these mostly white men who own these teams, really think of themselves as owners, of owning players. And so everything you said was correct about how the fans' attitude. And I think there's a tagline here: the dehumanization of athletes. And I think that's exactly what's going on. That's the only reason why you have these majority white fans in these stadiums and arenas in places like Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, looking at it and cheering for these teams, because they're not looking at these mostly black athletes as like human beings. Some kind of way in their mind, they're saying, well, these are like robots or animals. They're not. There's something less than human beings. So I can cheer for them. And it's the same thing in these arenas. So you're right. This is something much larger that we have to deal with. And as Dr. Melville said, just as we're talking about the Tulsa riots, which was basically about economic envy, and that's what we're seeing here played out in stadiums and arenas. And they have to stop this. They have to really nip this in the bud. It's doing, what do you call it, lifelong or season-long ban. I don't even know what that means. That's not enough. You got to start putting people in jail. You have to really be harsh with this stuff, because it really has a potential to get really ugly. And we've been kind of rolling to this conclusion for quite a while.
So I'm going to shift gears really quick. I have like about a minute left. Just want to talk about Naomi Osaka for a minute. The Tennis Association seemed to really have screwed this up. This is a 23-year-old young woman trying to, in her way, trying to get help. And they're basically trolling her on Twitter. Can you just talk about how badly they mishandled this?
Yeah, well, this was terrible. And again, Charles, this is something else that's been happening for a long time. When you and I first entered the industry, our business, the news business, the media held athletes hostage. You had to come through stories. We were the middle between the athlete and the fan. And now we are basically, to people like Naomi Osaka, the Williams sisters, and a lot of other athletes, they don't need us. We're useless. She didn't have to. She said, "I don't want to speak. I don't want to sit up. I mean, you've been to these press conferences; they're ridiculous." And she said, "It's not good. Hey, it ain't. As a journalist, it wasn't good for my mental health to hear some of this nonsense." So it's been very. But I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her because she's putting this stuff front and center. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. I'm going to take care of myself.
Also, Naomi Osaka made more money last year than any female athlete on the planet. So if she wants to take a break, she can afford to do so. And we hope that she gets the help that she needs and seeks out the counseling and help that she needs. And more power to her. Bill Rhoden, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Reparations have arrived for some. That's next on Prime.